Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a flip through of my Hobonichi Weeks setup and show you how I've set up this planner. So as you can see, there is some scuff marks already there. I think that's a pen mark, but I can't do anything. This is a very light color and I'd expected it, but I didn't expect that on the day one of using this journal. But having said that, let's move past it. The first page that I have actually decorated is the washi dashboard. I've seen a lot of people actually doing this washi dashboard and I absolutely loved it. So I stuck a lot of very neutral white tone washi tapes with gold specks in it. And then I went ahead and put in a little bit of happy planner stickers. So that is how I've created this spread and I absolutely like how it has turned out to be. Then this is the first page. This is of course the name page. Again, I've used Happy Planner stickers extensively right here. Then I have the calendar page. There was a 2024 and a 2026 calendar year, which I thought was not useful for me. So I did a little bit of art journaling here. I think pretty much all the stickers on this are from Crazy Planner Ready sticker kits, very old sticker kits. So that is this spread. Here is the 2025 planner spread. As you can see, in a very faint gold marker, I have actually marked the public holidays already here. So that is what this is. Then I have the year at glance. As I said, this will be used sporadically, so there is no decorations and there is no space for decorations, so I've not done any. I may stick some washi tapes around at some point in time, but not today. Then this is my December monthly. As I had already discussed in my last video, that this monthly I don't use the calendar as much because this is my work planner and I use the work digital calendar generally for everything, essentially time blocking. So this is where I have put in a lot of my to-do lists. I have strategically divided that to-do lists into a lot of categories. Obviously there is the personal category is only this much, but the work categories also have divided into what goals do I have to reach, etc, etc, that. And I absolutely like how this is turning out. I really wanted a place where I could put everything that I have to do in the month together here, and some space to add more whenever I need to add more. So that is pretty much how this spread is looking like, and I really like how it is turned out. Then I have the weekly. This week I barely had any time, so I've just written pen to paper here. But then the next week, which is the week of 9th, I have extensively decorated. As you can see, this year I have, again, I'm going to blur out a lot of things here. So here, there were already faint marks. Let me show you a blank page. There are faint marks here on every day, so I can actually divide this into three portions. What I have done is I've done exactly that, and I've divided this into three portions. I've put a lot of stickers here at the bottom and at the start here. This essentially is the most important task for the week for me, and these are all the running task lists. So every day in the evening I will decide the top three tasks to be done or top one task to be done here. Any task that is mentioned here will not be mentioned here, so there is no repetition of tasks. And again, the monthly list here is essentially the goals for the month, and I have divided into smaller tasks here, and I can divide into much smaller tasks here. So that is the essential aim to have this setup. And I will hopefully do a lot of either journaling or a lot of more tasks to be put in right here as the week goes away. So here also, this page also I've divided into two portions, and I think this much space I thought would be very limited for me, but surprisingly this is not. So I really like how this is and where this is going. I will report back on how it is going next. I will do multiple plan with me's. Yeah, I have not started setting up any of my collection pages, but I have set up my projects already. So here I have, again, this will be blurred out for you, but here I have with new set of sticky notes, I have set up my project pages already. So one other thing which I thought was really brilliant of me. I've used these circle stickers. I have a lot of these circle stickers, and two stickers back to back, and I have created this nice little page mark. So for all my collection pages, and my project is obviously my collection pages, which I have to refer very often, I have put the circle sticker right here. Whereas the monthly pages, I have put the circle sticker right here. So here I will see my monthly page whenever I have to go, and this will be December to the next December, all the monthly pages like this. And my collection pages will have tabs like this. That is my intention. I initially thought of having collection pages on at the start of the book, but I have changed my mind to have collection pages at the end of the book. So this is the essential setup. What I have done is, with this particular planner, I had this really nice transparent pouch here. I have put in a few bit of sticky notes and the circle stickers. These are the exact circle stickers that I'm using currently. And yeah, they go here, and there is a few sticky notes, and the project sticky notes are also right here. So this is how I've set this up. Of course, since this has a scuff mark already, I will want to possibly have a clear cover. I have ordered the clear cover already, and I'm hoping that will save the planner. And I have this journaling card of sorts, which I will use as my weekly marker. There are obviously these page marks also. So first page mark is on my weekly, and my second page mark, it's on my notes pages. So whenever I have to take notes pages, and the collection pages and the monthly page will come up through these tabs. This particular book is very dainty, so I didn't want anything too loud in this, and that is the reason. I have a lot of tabs, but I realize that those tabs may not work, and that is the reason I will only have tabs here. And if I see that my December month work is done, I can just cut the tab from here, and then I can have the next tab for the next month, because this, as I said, is a running to-do list, so I don't need this any other month. That is the reason I want to keep this book as minimal as possible. That is how I really like my planners to be. So that is how I'm going to use this. I will report back on how this is doing in a few weeks as well, and I will hopefully do a plan with me. This time I was too excited and I was too new to this format, so I took a little bit of time myself and created what I've created here. But from the next time onwards, I wish to do this live with you guys. And I absolutely love, so far I have written on this, I've put stickers on this. I can say that the paper is absolutely beautiful. It's very thin, so this book would be having like 350 pages easy, but this book is so light. This book barely weighs anything, and has a ton of functionality, so I absolutely love it so far. The paper is something to absolutely die for. As you can see here, I have put in very heavy stickers, whereas on this page I've put in extremely light stickers, but there is no change. One more thing that I really like about this paper is very crinkly. I don't know whether that makes any sense to someone, but this is a very crinkly and noisy paper, which also I think is a plus point. So that is something that I wanted to put out. Second thing, that it bleeds a lot. As you can see here, I have put in this week's things. And you see here it is bled, and I've used my Pentel Energel only, but it has bled. I have realized the Muji 0.5 pens don't bleed on this paper. That is a better pen to use. I have not tried the Hobonichi brand pen yet on this, but I'm assuming that would be better. So I have to understand what pens work better, and there is definitely a lot of ghosting. So as you can see here, there is a lot of ghosting, and that is the reason a few of my friends that use Hobonichi suggest that there is a sort of backing when you write on this paper, and that is the reason I've put this journaling card here. It is extremely beautiful, so I thought, why not? I can try it. I can also purchase a pencil board, but at this point, I'm not sure how serious I am on this Hobonichi Weeks setup. So I'm not investing too many things right now. So at this point, I'm just going to keep it to bare minimum, and utilize this book to the fullest for 2025 and then take decisions on buying other accessories with this. But a clear cover, as you can see, was completely non-negotiable, so that is something that I've already ordered. So yeah, that is it. This is the final flip through. The washi dashboard, the name page, a little bit of art journaling, my monthly page, my weekly, and my first of collection pages, which is my projects. And at the end, there is a little bit of storage for sticky notes, tabs, etc. So that is it. That is how I am setting up this book. Let me know if you have any questions. I will be happy to answer them. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like the content here. Thank you for watching. Bye now.